I'm using a cylinder again. Okay, but I don't want to use a contour hatch. Then this will come into handy. This is horizontal. I can draw a vertical grading. See, vertically I can draw grading now. See, the same thing I am doing in vertical. So that vertical grading will be helpful for me to draw this. I am leaving some space there. The reflection I said from the surface ground. See, close lines I am putting. Slowly, what I am doing after that, I am increasing the space, gradual spacing like gradation or grading. So this also is one of the ways of using a vertical line to give that curvilinear effect. It looks like a curved surface. Okay, in this there is one technique which you should know, where mostly in construction of architectural drawing we use this. So this is actually half a circle. The other circle is, that side is on the other side not seen. What we tell is we put dots or points on this circumference at even. These are all evenly spaced. Okay, we'll take a divider, we'll take even spacing, and we'll ask to project these lines onto the elevation. This is an elevation, this plan. So see what is happening. If I start projecting, automatically what is happening? The spacing is increasing when it comes to the center, and when we are going to the side, automatically the spacing is reducing gradually, like this. If you notice, see the spacing here and see here, it is more, it is very less spacing. But here on the circumference we put dots, or we have plotted dots at equal spacing. But when you start projecting onto the elevation, here it is becoming closer and slowly the spacing is increasing. Again on the other side you find the same thing. So here and here. So this is a simpler technique we use for this we use in architectural drafting. When you want to draft, then we use this. For you want to do like an artist without any technical specification or measurements, you can do this kind of a thing. So both the ways we can actually create that kind of shade and shadow, and the curvilinear or a flat surface can be created. Here is one more thing I could say is, in painting or sketching, we usually use this kind of technique when we draw. See, I'm drawing a tree or something like that, okay, branch. See, what we'll do is, here we use the same contour hatch, if you notice. See, okay, I'm using a contour hatch. Slowly I will enhance that. Shadow is a contour hatch, means for trees, this kind of things we use actually contour hatching, like this. Here, as I said, I am using the same technique which I have used here. In contour, I am using a cross hatch. See, cross hatch is simply change the direction. When you change the direction, the depth will automatically come. See, here also I can use like that. Okay, so for trees and other things we use, for a pot, okay, flower vase. In this, one more thing I would like to say is about the small rocks with some foliage. I will give the demonstration now. We'll discuss about something called as a negative spacing. So for that, I will take one nice foliage I am drawing. See, like that. I am drawing this. Okay, like that. Okay, and here I want to draw some more like stems. Okay, some small stem, it's branching out like that, and one more I can draw. See, like this, going inside. Want to add some beautiful rockery. because I'll give that effect. Okay, rocks we have, small rocks here also. I'll add one more leaf. Now I'll use the same, all these techniques here. See, as I said, this is, I'll use a contour hatch. Here also I'm adding contour hatch, but I'm saying, I'll say this as a layered drawing. At a single go, I'm not adding the depth. So actually here, this will be much darker. Okay, see, in the second time, when I'm hatching, I'm adding the closer contour hatch. This is again I'm using a contour hatch for the small stones here. See here. So I'm adding this. See. Fine. Over. Stippling also will do slowly. See this way, matching. This is a contour hatch. So the surface is not straight or like a cube. Different. Like that. See. Fine. Like that. What I am doing is, I'm putting some dots here and there, which is called as stippling, to give the surface is not smooth, so it is coarse surface. So I'm adding, using a technique of stippling to show that this one is coarse. And here, see what I'm doing, I'm adding the depth or tone, altering the tone by using the same contour hatch in a different direction. So what I'm doing is, now I'll come down to this slowly, very close hatching I'm doing. So what is happening is, and I'm doing a cross hatch. See, thin, very close lines, and now I'm going for the cross hatch, but I'm leaving some white there because there is a stem. Here also I'll use the same technique, this much, very close hatch, similar to 1. So the 1 I'm using in this drawing. For leaf, no need to give any space. I'm again drawing the cross hatch, very fine hatching. If you notice, see, white is still visible. And this one, if you notice, whatever is the subject here, the foliage is white in color, whereas the backdrop is, I'm darkening that, this cross hatching, if you notice, see. So this is called as a negative spacing. It is a negative space. Means the subject is in white color, whereas the backdrop is in dark. Here also what I will do is, see, one technique I am using here, because there is no end here, it is open. So what I will do is, I will only darken and spacing. This is like grading. Here I am using complete close lines, here I am leaving like that, see, because it is into open. Here also I can use the same technique. Here I can use very close, slowly I'll leave it like that. Here also, so that my leaves are enhanced in this. Here also I can use that. It is closed, so I can use the dark hatching. Now to complete that, I'll complete that by adding the veins. See, a thin pen you have to use, maybe 0.2, though I'm using the same thickness. See, like that. Okay, negative space, but it looks real. And what I will do is, Since this leaf is above this, that shadow falls on the leaf, so some hatching I am giving for this. So here and there, here also this leaf is above, so the hatching I will draw, this leaf's hatch I will draw like that. Here and there, so here it is inside, so the entire thing is hatching. So here also a part of it is inside. Fine. So this shows how to use different types of techniques or hatching techniques or texturing to add life, to enhance. I am adding shadow here, you can notice. See, I am leaving that 1 mm or small space in white. Okay, here also I'll add, so it gives some nice depth. See, giving nice beautiful depth. White space I'm adding here. So now second level of hatching, layer after layer I'm doing, not in single go. Cross hatching, very close hatch. Okay, so this completes the rendering techniques, how we use the rendering techniques to enhance the image. Thank you.